So now I'd like to introduce Mr. Brad Steer. So Brad is the GM of our new right-of-way solution. So this isn't your first time to San Diego.
No, been here many times, was here 2 weeks ago at the Esri UC.
I think you've been to a number of Esri user conferences.
For over a decade, yes.
Yes. So Brad is a GIS guy, and I think one of the things that you'll see from his presentation today is it's very geocentric. I mean, a lot of the things that are going on with right-of-way management, you know, it has to do with a map. And so one of the things that you guys have done that we love is you really brought that forward.
Right.
But tell us a little bit about what right-of-way management is all about, and what is it?
Right, so Accela right-of-way management, what it does is it enables government, utilities, highway agencies to share, view, and coordinate their projects real time and on a map. It's things like road construction, road maintenance, and events all can be coordinated in a single place and, you know, be satisfied.
Yeah, my favorite use case on this, of course. I mean, you know, I tend a lot of times look at things through, you know, a simple
Right.
lens. And, you know, I'm walking around the streets and I see, you know, I come up on somebody just cut up the sidewalk and they're, you know, putting new phone lines in. And then I come back the next week and they've cut up the sidewalk again.
Right.
And they're putting in the gas. I mean, it drives me insane.
Right.
So this is what, I mean, I really hit it when we started talking together. I was like, you know what, this makes sense. Right. This is something that we need to bring to bear.
Yeah, it's a common problem. It's something that we solve for. It's bringing all the entities into a single platform to allow them to look for conflicts, and we're going to talk about that in the live demo, and the ability to do proper sequencing. So again, you don't want somebody out in the street one week tearing up for water service and the next week coming in to do streetscapes, and you've got a problem not only with citizens, but it's costing the city money and utilities money as well.
Well, you know, people have commented to me before about this problem, and they're like, you know, why is it so, well, I don't understand why that happens. And I try to explain to them, I'm like, you know, it's not so simple. It's not, just like you have one agency that's control here. You've got to work with different utility groups. You've got to work with the city, right. Sometimes the county, sometimes, you know, different federal agencies to all coordinate on one of these activities. So that's what this is really all about.
Yeah,
right?
It's about the ecosystem. It's the players that are actually working the right of way and how they coordinate and share information with one another to solve a problem before it becomes a problem real world.
And so you're engaging these guys together.
Yes.
And really making it possible. Okay, well, let's see what it's about.
So what we're going to do is going to show a quick video to set the stage, and then we're going to get into the application and give you an example of what we're talking about.
We all share the road, and we want immediate access to information on traffic and road construction happening around us. Government, utilities, and highway agencies must work together to plan road construction, street cuts, and respond to traffic, events, or accidents. Getting everyone together at the same time, at the same place, is a major headache. It takes time for meetings, phone calls, emails, and updating spreadsheets, with no way to visualize the work. Wouldn't it be great if you could easily plan right-of-way projects on the web, where you can see the work being done and planned on a map in real time? Now you can. With Accela right-of-way management, we bring everyone together so you can exchange project plans with government, utilities, and highway agencies. Centralize road construction and maintenance information. View opportunity streets where joint work can be planned. Send and receive alerts for traffic or accidents. With map-based coordination, your agency benefits from better planning and communication. Real-time access to identify opportunities and conflicts, and the ability to save time and money. You can even share a public map on the web to keep citizens informed and engaged. Accela right-of-way management. Map-based coordination for smarter, safer streets. Accela. Civic excellence, civic engagement, civic good.
Okay, so we're going to take a look at a live demo. We're actually logged in on our browser, and we're taking a look at the Accela right-of-way management platform.
I love taking risks.
Yeah,
I love
so this
the live
is live.
part of it.
So here we go. Here's the risk. So we're looking at the ecosystem, and to the left, you'll see in the bottom left, you see the players that are actually coordinating in the right-of-way. You've got the likes of, in this example, AT&T, Caltrans, PG&E, all have provided their data and their projects into the system so that they can be coordinated. You've also have up to the Left corner, top corner, is the ability to look at facilities. All the information is facility coded. It's coded with the standard color coding scheme from 811. Very easy for people to work with and understand what type of facilities and what type of projects are being utilized. So in the center, you see a map. You've got the ability to take a look at a map. It's synchronized with the table down below, and it has a filtering capability which allows you to get finite and more definitive in terms of what you're looking for. So what Chris has done is he's pulled up a project. This is an actual project, water project that's happening in the city. And as part of this platform, really you only need 5 key pieces of information. You need contact owner, you need start end date, and start and end location. And then once you have that information, you have the ability now to turn on what we call conflicts. You'll see that there's a conflicts tab where you have the ability now to understand, is there a conflict with a project, either geospatially or temporally, time-based, that we need to solve for? And we have embedded workflow and notifications that will allow you to actually look at that conflict and task and to actually respond to it and create statuses that can be shared with the other agencies. So it gives you the ability to minimize the impact in the right-of-way, as we were talking about earlier.
So in other words, it enables us to, so that doesn't get on my nerves.
It's not going to get on your nerves.
Right. I
Do
can
this
walk down
right.
the street and
Yep.
know that that street cut's going to be done, and it's not going to,
Right.
everything's going to get done, it's not going to happen again.
That's right.
Perfect.
The other thing that happens and is available is the idea of events. So not only can you look at projects and infrastructure information at the city, you can actually look at events that are happening. So an events category is, I want to understand what event is happening. Is it a road race? Is it a fair? Is it a parade? What's happening in the right-of-way? And how is it in the context of actual projects? Believe it or not, there are times where you've got an event actually that's being run through an active construction project.
That's pretty
That's
awesome.
not a good thing.
Yeah.
So one of the things we do is we try to plan for that and avoid that. Finally, we have the ability to provide even further context through shapefiles, Esri layers, and bring that into the platform. In this example, we're going to take a look at turning on bike lanes. So one of the common problems in any city is, I want to understand where the bike lanes are, where we're expanding. I want to make sure we're not encroaching through construction on an actual bike lane and citizens. So what this does, it essentially gives you the ability to properly plan and sequence your work over the course of time. And one of the great things about this is you can actually take all of this information and you can display it in what's called Citizens View. So this is an example of where you have the ability to now post that information so it's transparent. Citizens have the ability to actually self-serve. They can understand where projects are. They can understand where Mass Mutual corporate event is happening and have the ability to really get engaged and have the ability to understand what's happening with their government.
Well, I think one of the things that's really cool about this is this is an example, this is San Francisco's example of how they use this. They built it, kind of built this website on their own. They've skinned it out the way that their website looks. But what we see through our open data strategy, and we're going to get into this a little bit more in the next presentation, is how this information can be shared out with third parties to basically build more powerful apps that use this information.
Right, exactly. So one of the things we're going to do in our session at 3 o'clock, Marina 6, please stop by.
Good plug. That was awesome.
We're actually going to go through and look at Citizens View 2.0, and it's market-driven in terms of what people are looking for. So we're going to talk about calendarization as part of this process, social media integration as part of 2.0, and then the ability to further utilize Esri layers and information real-time in a public view setting.
That was phenomenal.
Okay.
Thank you, Brad.
Thank you.
Yeah.